Hello, and welcome to the FinBiz 2030 Building Resilience podcast series. This episode features highlights from the Leadership, Purpose and Ethics webinar, hosted by Cara Haffey and Indy Hothi. In this episode, we hear from Selva Montealegre, gender equality advocate and Mexican ambassador for the Women Ambassadors Forum. She is introduced here by Indy.
Joining us from Colombia, we are delighted to welcome Selva Montealegre, who recently left Mexico for a new role at Bavaria as a commercial business partner. Selva has quickly risen the ranks at AB InBev, where she is designing a number of diversity and inclusion initiatives for over 14 countries across Latin America. She is an ardent advocate for fair and effective leadership, particularly when it comes to gender equality. The floor is yours, Selva.
Thank you so much, Indy. I'm very happy to be with all of you. It's an honor to listen to also the rest of the speakers that have just amazing stories to share. So, I want to be really honest to all of you. I had prepared a speech trying to make you understand all the jobs and all the work that I've done for the past years, but I think I can skip that and go straight to what matters. But why not? I will give you a small context on what I do. I think Indy did it amazing, but I've been working for the past 7 years with diversity and inclusion initiatives, especially talking and tackling all the problems around female representation in both the private and the public sectors. 3 years ago, I joined AB InBev, which is, as Indy mentioned, I worked in Mexico and now I'm working in Colombia for Bavaria. This is a company that brews beer around the world. So you might heard of Stella, Corona, and so on. When I joined the company, I had really no idea what I was trying to do there. I was just, trying to find new opportunities in my new young life. And I want to recall what Diana mentioned before. I had a purpose that I have been building within myself for years before I joined AB InBev. And that purpose stayed with me as I joined this new company. Somewhat, this excitement that I felt around female representation and diversity and inclusion could just spoke through me. This was just something that I live on and people could notice. So eventually, I ended up joining the team of diversity and inclusion, which I'm really proud to share with all of you, that we have developed many initiatives around leadership in the bottom and the top of the company for female representation. So we're really trying to tackle everything around gender balance for all the people in our company, not only gender, but also in every other topic related to diversity and inclusion. That's what I do. And my first message that I wanted to share with you is that the purpose, once you find it, it doesn't matter how old, how young you are, the purpose is somewhere between you and in your future. So don't rush. If you don't have a purpose right now, you will find it, but make sure that every single step that you take works towards that one purpose that you have for your life. So now I want to stick with Latin America topic, what's happening to me and what I wanted to share when I was thinking about ethics and transparency. I don't know the reality as deep as for each one of your country, but I do know what's going on in Mexico and in any other Latin American countries. The opposite for ethics and transparency for me is corruption. And I can tell you, not only for diversity and inclusion and for gender representation, but corruption can kill people in many senses. It can do it in any type of level and layers in our communities. And I know corruption is present in your communities as well. So I want to close my advice telling you that there is no place for us for the future. There is no place for corruption. There is no place for unethical practices. It depends on us. We are building the future, and I invite you to connect to transparency and ethics. Build on pillars, strong pillars around you. So my last advice would be surround yourself by a network that has and that shares the same dream that you have. That matters because that way, besides having a purpose, will help you to make yourself and the people around you accountable. Accountability, as Kate Robertson mentioned it before, is the second thing that I would say matters the most. So once again, surround yourself by people that can make you and that you can make them accountable, and be ethic. Build strong pillars around ethic and transparency, and I am sure that will make a difference. But really, really, we have no space to do anything different in the future. That politics at the moment, everything that is happening at the moment can show us that we have a lot to do for our near future. So just build on that. And you can surround yourself with all the people that can make an impact and can make the difference for the world. Thank you.
To hear more podcasts or to find out more about FinBiz 2030, go to finbiz2030.com. Join the conversation using hashtag FinBiz2030. FinBiz 2030 is a joint initiative between One Young World and Chartered Accountants Worldwide. This podcast is produced by Big Top Multimedia. The original webinar series was produced by Be There Productions and Big Top Multimedia. Special thanks to Pexels.com.